Hello.
Hello. Whoa,
We're
we were in
here.
sync that time.
Oh, oh! Same brain. I did it on purpose. Definitely did it on purpose. Um, so we're here. We're gonna finish this, yeah? This is gonna happen for our streamiversary gift to ourselves if we're gonna finish Pyre.
Yeah. Happy stream anniversary, by the way, Sal.
Happy streamiversary. 2 years we've been doing this shit.
Two years.
We're
We've been
like professionals.
streaming. Yeah.
I mean, like
We've beaten like 3 games
we've beaten like 3 games. We've earned like
in 2
a
years.
dollar. A dollar.
Yeah,
Me
that's
first
true.
dollar.
Yeah, we sure did.
Um, hold on. Why am I quiet? What's going on here?
Are we both quiet now?
No. Maybe. Hold on a second. Could you say some meows for me, please?
Meow. Meow 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 meow.
Okay,
Meow meow.
perfect. Excellent.
Was that good enough?
Yes, those were excellent calibration meows.
Thank you.
Did we did all of the orb shits, right?
Yeah, cause Cindy like sent us away. She was like, I'm having conflicting feelings. Leave
That's
me
right.
be.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and I swapped. We traded. You're the lone minstrel now because I swapped him off to you.
Yeah, I know.
The
Just
lone minstrel has returned already to the wagon after Tizo's homecoming to the Commonwealth in the Liberation Rite.
Oh my god, we don't have Tizo anymore. I
We got,
forgot.
yeah, his little anointed robes, and he looked like a raw chicken or a yogurt dipped raisin.
Yeah, he really did look like a yogurt dipped raisin. Absolutely. Okay.
Just gonna pop him in my mouth.
Your companions are most grateful to you, reader. Would that Ray could have been here with the rest of them to witness Tizo's glorious return.
But she'll be on the upside to greet him. She's there.
She's there. I trust they soon shall reunite there in your Commonwealth, where they may yet contribute to the outcome of your plan, and thus create a place that welcomes all of you.
80%.
80.
80%!
That's pretty good.
That's fucking great.
May you and your companions May you and your companions to continue.
Hold on.
That 2 shouldn't be there, though, right?
May you and your companions to continue to prevail thus.
Like that feels like that 2 is superfluous, right?
Downside dialect, I guess.
I guess. Well, I'm gonna skip it. I'm translating it. May you and your companions continue to prevail thus. For now, Celeste and I are to return to our respective roles until we meet again at Scribe's Gate. Rest well for now, reader.
He bids you a good rest of the night. I'm gonna pick my mushrooms. Apparently, according to VOD comments from Nick, I'm not the only one who has a really hard time picking the mushrooms. Like, the hitbox is extremely small for everybody. So
wonderful.
I feel vindicated.
I wonder if it is on purpose because it's so difficult to pick mushrooms that won't kill you.
Maybe.
In real life.
Maybe. Also, hi,
I mean, probably not, but... Oh, yeah? Hi, Nick?
I said hi, Emmy, but we can hi Nick already, too, if you want.
Oh, hi, Emmy. Yeah, we could... Or should we wait? If Jay shows up and we've already done hi, Nick, I think Jay gets sad. But also, we can do hi, Nick now.
The Nick's out of the bag already, I guess.
The Nick is out of the bag. Hi, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Also, we can do 2 hi, Nicks.
That's true. That's true.
We make the rules. I can make it mandatory to do 3 hi, Nicks.
Oh yeah, you're right. I made a whole emoji for this, and I feel like I didn't. I cruelly. There we are. Important. It is daybreak. You are to set forth now for the Ridge of Goal for what appears to be the final time. Thereafter, you shall return here for one last exile's final chance at liberty.
So we get to send one more person home. Who are we gonna send?
I don't know.
I guess Pamitha, because we decided that Wolfred and Bertrude deserved each other down here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's between Pamitha and Gilman, I think.
Oh, yeah. Like, Oh, bless you. Ooh, bless you. Oh, I gotta goop you tonight.
Goopy boy.
I gotta goop him. Like, I think the lysine is working.
Nope. Let's try that again. A foreboding feelings. Fuck. A foreboding feeling stuck with you since your arrival in the rolling hills of Hollowroot. Some of it spreads to others in the group. This night's skin crawls with much anxiety.
We mislike this wretched place.
You decide to focus on pursuing your vocations until the Black Wagon is ready to move on. I know for a fact Pamitha is eligible to be anointed. She's max, so I don't need to mentor her.
And we don't need any more money.
We don't need any more, so I guess maybe just a private study then.
Well, like, that gives us stuff, right? Like boons?
Yeah, it like gives us bonuses to, like, it's like a global bonus, I think, maybe. I don't ever choose this option, so let's find out. You excuse yourself from the others to go pore over the Book of Rites and its mysteries. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. Yeah, okay, so I can give them hope, quickness, or presence.
Well, what's most useful?
Well, so if I'm working with Bertrude and Wolfred and either Pam or
Gilman.
Two of my big players are pretty slow, so quickness would not be bad. But like the respawn rate is also good too. Yeah, let's do quickness.
Hey, wait, hold on. Like, after we send Pamitha, are we gonna have to do another rite? Like, with just Gilman and Wolfred and Bertrude? Like, is there another one after Pam?
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but I genuinely don't think so.
Okay, because I was like, man, that sounds miserable playstyle-wise, but...
Yeah, like I think in an optimal playthrough where we hadn't lost any rights, we would have exactly 3 members of the Triumvirate left right now, but we have 4 because we've failed 1 liberation rite.
Yeah. We sure did do that.
Listen. You concentrate on your knowledge of the 8 scribes and how together they compose the books of rites among their many feats. Inspiration comes to you in a flash, whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Celerity. Celery! Yeah, do you think we could have convinced Millith to join our cause? Maybe that's why we're at 80%, is because Millith had a heel turn or a tail turn, a slither turn, and decided she was cool.
Wait, I thought it wasn't Millith. I thought it was like Hild.
That was the Titan that she worshipped. Uther. What his name was. Hi, Jay.
Oh, Jay, I didn't know when you would be showing up, so we did do a high Nick, but I declared that since it's our stream anniversary, we can do 2 if you want to do a high Nick.
Oh, it was Ulmild, and she worships Islach, and Milith was the pit that the hags live in, the pit of Milith. That's what it was.
See, I told you. I told you Jay would be sad.
We tripped and fell and dropped our high neck all over the floor, and we had to scramble to pick it up before it rolled down the drains.
Well, we can do another one. We can do another high neck.
We'll do another high neck.
We'll do another high neck. I'll even high neck. And I'll put a little tchotchke there, like it's saying it.
Oh my god. Well, you know what? Shibunga says high neck also.
There's literally a Ragsy screaming emote that you could have put.
Oh yeah, you're right. Hold on, here we go. Ragsy screaming at Shibunga.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant. You nailed it, corn dog. Looks like you and Shibunga are gonna make out.
What do you mean looks like? It's already happening.
That is the vibe, yeah. The ever-suffering little chotch. But okay.
I got a lot of fruits to sell.
I gotta lock in. I can't be silly Billy. I can't get distracted anymore. We've had 2 high necks. And we've had a Shibunga. Like, I gotta lock in. Orion, help me lock in.
Lock in, baby, lock in.
I'm sorry, what?
I said lock in, baby, lock in.
Oh, okay.
What did you hear?
Heard. Well, I don't want to say it.
Oh?
Well, Am I? I thought you said, faggot baby, lock in.
No, you know what? That is what I said, actually.
Well, I was like, is that aimed at me or Orion? Who's faggot baby?
You know what? It's subjective. You should ask him if he wants to be or not.
Do you want to reclaim that, Orion? Orion feels pretty masked. Like, I think Orion is more masculine. I don't think he's...
That feels right.
Right. Oh, that's not me. I was about to start reading your lines. My bad.
My lines. Everything is set for the rite to commence, and all is quiet amid the lush overgrowth of the Ridge of Goal. All there is left to do is wait for nightfall to set. You observe Sir Gilman sliding back and forth, back and forth. You sense something is weighing on his mind. This night is not a night at all! This knight betrayed his former commander, abandoned his brethren of the Sea Dominion. But what is knighthood even? What is knighthood if it means having to follow such a craven such as Sir Deluge? Cease this nonsense, Gilman. Focus on the right. Focus on the right. Focus on the right. He notices you finally. Oh, Master Reader! This knight did not see you there just now, such as his preoccupation with the task at hand. Know that this knight stands prepared. He has no misgivings whatsoever when it comes to battling his ex-triumvirate. Please consider letting this knight participate, for he has honor to restore. Then, a glimmering within the sky draws your and his attention. He says, "Put me in, coach."
Man, a lot of shit's going on up there.
Yeah, we don't need to look at that.
They're like, oh, the stars are going out, but there's more constellations up there than ever. What's the truth?
The Commonwealth, your home.
My home.
Today it is aflame.
Sorry, Tizo wanted to come say hi for a second.
The flame.
It was really good.
because of your outlandish plan. Not
Oh, I'm sorry that
care,
it's on fire?
you shall live to see
There's
this
revolution,
place
baby.
again. Your
Damn.
attempts at revolution shan't succeed.
Revolution.
Though by
Revolution.
keep trying. As for myself, I shall enjoy
Tizo
presiding
loves
over these
Sasuke.
remaining rites.
Tizo loves ham. Tizo loves revolution.
Oh god, it's me. So I would
Oh.
need you to know that I'm covering his
covering? Yep.
face. Yeah, I am covering him because I don't like looking at him. So if I accidentally step on your lines, I'm really sorry. Gilman, still not abandon your old friends like all your other duties and responsibilities.
Sir Deluge wrestled with his mask for a time.
Oh, sorry, that's me again.
Yeah,
I thought that was Dillian. This knight is most surprised that you have the courage even to show yourself.
You speak of courage, Sir Deluge, but this knight has little else to say to the likes of you. I've just noticed about Gilman is that he's got a breastplate on, which is like,
Yeah.
does he have a rib cage up there to protect? Is that like where all of his organs are specifically? Like, is the rest of his body just tail?
I mean, he does have kind of a wasp-waisted situation going on.
Yeah.
Like, he's got a kind of a cunty little waist.
His cunty little worm waist.
That figures, Gilman. You are no knight at all. You are a tinsy minnow, swimming in a sea of minnows many, many times your size, and with much more honor, too.
Then something comes over Sir Gilman. But just as soon, it fades. Sir Gilman slinks away.
Disgraceful. You Nightwings. You are stupid to have taken that one in. And you are no good at the rights and another thing. We do not fear you. Is he gone?
Yeah, he's gone. You're good.
Okay. Cool.
Alright. So I should put Gilman in here for his honor.
But, like...
Uh,
wait, is this not the anointment?
no. This is just a normal match.
Oh,
We get this one, and then after this one is the anointed, the liberation match. So.
Dude, we're not gonna finish this.
Yes, I promise. I swear, I promise.
Don't say her name like that.
Come on.
God. You wretched beings will be wiser not to threaten one of ours. Gertrude cares. Oh, thank God he has his mask on.
Cover it up.
Nightwings, show this knight how you defend the honor of that miserable minnow whom you harbor. On guard. Holy shit, Gilman.
Boom.
Your adversary's pyre is the first to falter.
Get fucked. Get fucked.
Wow, they really do. We're destroying them.
I got an achievement for that, by the way.
Fuck yeah.
Sir Gilman plunges into the fire.
Oh man, they're getting demolished. Aug.
Oh, he's back on screen. Cover your eyes.
God, fuck. They will mutiny for sure this time. They are not our friends. They hate us. They hate us. And they will see right through us any moment now unless we fight. Unless we fight. Alright, dude.
His helmet back on.
away. Oh, okay, thank you. Come on, you little minnows, stand and fight, as though this were the Commonwealth that is an order. Are you not their pyre hearts? Fight back! Thank you for not judging me for my silly voices, Orion.
Empire sputters.
Gilman. See, the thing I like about playing as Gilman is you can kind of just like run around everybody.
He's a speedy little thing. God, Gertrude.
Bah!
She's truly everything to me.
That's it. That's match.
The blasted Nightwings prevailed somehow.
Prevailed somehow. Yeah, it's because I
like-
set it to easy.
Victory.
Yeah, well, they didn't get a score on us.
They really didn't.
Ceremony is
Oh, his helmet's off again,
Ew.
but his eyes closed.
Well, it doesn't matter. I have him covered.
Okay, okay.
Yes, you Gilman, you were a fool to abandon us, and now you only twist the dagger in our backs.
You still do not seem to understand, Sir Deluge. This knight is no longer beholden to the likes of you. This knight is bound only by the path toward enlightenment. Your words ring false! You are unfit to lead!
Shut up. You know exactly what you are, Gilman. You called this knight a craven, yet your courage is a mere facade. And everybody knows, this knight shall see to it.
Sir Gilman does not respond, although you sense his words the words of Sir Deluge got to him.
boundless are the teachings of the scribes.
Oh god, he's so close!
Who?
Gilman. He had like 2 points left before he reached rank 5.
Well,
Eagerly await our next such outing.
Our next such outing. Wow. Hey, is my ping tuber not working? Oh, there it goes. It just doesn't feel like working sometimes. No one speaks further of the PYRE hearts back in the Black Wagon. Everyone is instead preoccupied with the rite that is to come. Yeah, we fucking crushed them into the pavement. There's no PYRE hearts left. There's just some worm-shaped splatters in the dirt.
like, ideally, I wish I could kill Sir Deluge. Like, I wish I could, like...
Put him on a fishing hook and toss him to the sea.
Yeah. Or, like, feed him to, like, Pamitha. Thus did the final chance at liberty present itself at last, then. The stars always shine with truth. The ending of the cycle of rights is now. Bye, Ryan.
Oh,
Now
bye,
upon
Ryan.
us.
He looks over to you.
Please look forth, reader madam, and see this for yourself. You may well surmise where we are going next.
The others turn to you as well. You turn toward the wagon's door. You know that you shall see out there. Now, however, the time has come to face it. The dim and fading light of the final star still pierces through the darkness, demanding your attention, guiding you toward the endpoint of your path. You see the plain golden star of Solium. Look upon it for the last. Blue-ass golden star. Orlick is already on the way. Yeah, we're just facing the true Nightwings. Everyone else is scratched off the board.
Yeah, like, that's pretty cool. Every time I see him again for the first time, like, in a week, I'm like, dang, he really is kind of handsome. Damn.
Like, there's something about him.
Like, he's not my usual type.
Yeah, same, exactly.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know. I think my type can be anything when worked just right. And he's doing a good job.
He's doing a good job. He's doing a really good job.
He's doing a really good job.
You are summoned to the Fall of Solium for your 7th and final liberation rite. Thus shall the cycle of the rites be ended for an age. You sense that, if the rites shall ever commence again, it shall not be during your lifetime, or that any of your companions, even the longest-lived ones. The stars revealed to you one thing more. The adversary whom you shall face shall be Orlek, Already he has crossed Scribe's Gate and awaits your arrival. If the 8
We're on
scribes created...
easy, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
If the 8 scribes created the Nightwings in their own likeness, perhaps it was only fitting that the Nightwings should, in the end, be forced to face themselves.
It is a shame that we should have to confront Oralek in the end. Our goals should never have been at cross purposes. I am surprised that this is what the scribes desire. For now, it may be best that you recover until dawn. Regain your strength as best you can for the oncoming trial. Rest well, reader.
The group disperses as exhaustion sets in. At dawn, you fly to Mount Elodiel and make a final effort to achieve your plan and get somebody home. But who? 82%. 82!
I mean, that's good, but, like, I think it would be cool if we could get, 90. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty fucking good. Sir Gilwyn is in a contemplative mood. He has been rather quiet, at least more than usual, ever since his confrontation with Sir Deluge. He notices you there and slides forth in a solemn manner. This night, he knows what he shall do now, when all of this is over, Master Reader. We Worm Knights, we are all born and raised to prove ourselves superior to all the other billions of our kind, to lead our lives, however short, with glory. From the moment we shove past our wormling brethren in their egg sacks, to the very end we are conditioned to excel, to prevail at all costs. This relentless pursuit of glory, of fame, of self-worth, it leads most of this knight's kind only to an early doom, or, in the case of Sir Deluge, it leads to a life of falsehood. A life of low deceit, abusing one's fellow worm knights, shirking one's responsibility, living in constant fear. This knight cannot abide his former commander, yet pities him. There must be more to honor than to lead a life engulfed in endless conflict. Then he looks at you intently. This knight shall ever seek that honor out when all of this is ended, Master Reader. Thus he vows to you, and he is ever grateful that your guidance led him to this new awakening. But until such time, this knight is duty-bound to the Nightwings. This, the fulfillment of our plan and our pursuit of freedom, is to be his final quest. For what awaits him afterward is no mere quest. The honor that this knight has sought, it cannot be fully achieved through knighthood, can it? It requires something more. I trust you understand. He slithers off, his head held high, though not merely in pride. Something has changed in him. He's gained +2 presence permanently.
That's really good, but, like, Bud, you are getting left behind.
Yeah, I'm really sorry, man. Ooh. Hi, okay.
Your so-called friends. You are accomplice to their hateful plot.
Bud, your wig looks bad.
You shall never have your freedom.
Yeah, I know. Wolford already told me that.
Yeah, like, yeah, we know. We done been new.
By dawn, you are already up and about after a troubled slumber. The Black Wagon is prepared for its final voyage to the fall of Solium. No one speaks.
Griffin McElroy ass.
Listen.
Play on words.
As you lift into the skies, the lone minstrel raises his voice, cutting through the somber moon.
Reader, a certain olden ballad comes to mind just now. I think it may befit the circumstance. Perhaps it may help to pass the time along our flight. Would you mind it very much if I were to play this song for the Nightwings?
Yeah. Yes.
You have to say it. Well, you have to say it as
Oh.
Twilight Sparkle.
By all means, Mr. Minstrel.
Thank you.
You urge the lone minstrel to play his ballad so that all among you might hear it. He begins without another word.
When the stars align
That was the trailer song.
That was really good.
Also, Celeste, where did you come from? her heavenly harmony is just echoing across the landscape, I guess.
Well, she was on speakerphone.
Oh, okay, I get it. That makes sense. Jay, where do you know this? Where did you know that song from? Out of curiosity. You touch down amid the splendors of Mount Elodial to make pilgrimage to the summit for one last time. There, one last liberation rite shall soon commence. There, one last exile shall regain his or her freedom. All others shall remain to carry out their sentences here in the downside for the remainder of their lives. Oh shit, I did put it on a mixed CD, didn't I? I forgot about that. That was like 800 William years ago. And in the Commonwealth, the plan of which you are a part shall either come to fruition or shall be suppressed. Seek the Cur Scribe's favor. After having landed, you join Pamitha on an expedition to the monument of Jomir Manymane for what is likely to be the final time. Well, Pamitha, here you are again. Enjoy it while you can, I guess, because it sounds like this is your last chance and everyone's. What would you do if the Reader Dorlin here even decided to pick you? Have you even decided yet? Or need more time here, You'll always be an outcast, Pamitha. There's nothing waiting for you there from where you're from. And your sister hates you. Yet you want to go back anyway. Maybe because they thought she'd seen the last of you. Just imagine, looks on their faces. Soon she is finished. You return to the wagon in silence, feeling as though Jomir Manymane has shown you favor. At dawn, you shall begin your last ascent. For now, your vocations may occupy what little time you have to spare. I'm just gonna give him another global bonus, I guess, because sure as hell I'm not liberating Gilman, and he's the only one that couldn't even rank up to max.
Get that Globo.
Get that Globo? Oh, the global bonus. Got it. I understand.
I'm sorry, I'm like this.
Well, I was mentally spelling it like GLOWBO, and I was like, yeah, you know what is a little glowy here. That's pretty nice.
God.
The 8 scribes who composed the book, their influence and their experience spreads through the pages into the willing reader's deepest consciousness. Inspiration comes to you in a flash. Blah, 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 blah. I've read that before. I got more celery.
God, I can't wait to eat celery tomorrow.
Your celery? Is this your pre-diced celery that you've coveted?
It is. Yeah, thank you for putting me on blast for buying pre-cut celery.
Hey, I get pre-minced garlic all the time, so like, I'm with you.
Well, that makes sense because like garlic sticks to your hands. It's very unpleasant to cut and dice.
Yeah, yeah. It seasons your meats also. Your hands get garlicky.
Yeah.
A messenger imp with news and rumors from the other side managed to track down your wagon in the great heights of Mount Elodial. The imp's latest information is about none other than Tizo, who you liberated at the fall of Solium. Everyone says he is the first creature of his kind to come to the Commonwealth. While this unique status brought Tizo no shortage of prestige, he nonetheless experienced difficulty acclimating to the new environment. It seems he grew quite despondent. No! When at last he managed to track down Volfred's agents, with whom he is working to find a means to bring more exiles home, and thus the revolution has grown stronger. He also left for you a special verbal message via his most trusted messenger, who rears up and intones, "Squeahoon!" Tizo wants you to know he's doing well, but he misses you and hopes to see you again. Oh, buddy, you're not gonna see me again. I'm stuck down here. You thank the messenger imp for the report and ask that it relay your kind regards. Your companions soon begin to talk in turn.
Very, very bright, that one. Would have served well as our familiar. Perhaps someday yet. It shall be so.
Oft it is said that good things come in smallish packages, and Tizo stood as living proof. And living he remains, apparently.
You did it, little one. You'd scarce believe how long our Tizo toiled here in service of the Nightwings. He deserves his peace more than all of us.
I guess this makes him an expatriate of sorts, ditching his downside home in favor of the Commonwealth. Who would have thought?
I shall look forward to our next reunion, Tizo. Perhaps when we are back amongst the stars.
The news of Tizo's adventure in the Commonwealth fills you and your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. +1 hope. Wish Tizo luck. Wish Tizo luck. Good God. You stand before the scribe's gate with your companions. The gate guardian is there, as ever, but you sense something is different in her. The exiles of the Nightwings. We shall not meet again after the coming rite. Tariq and I. It shall be time we take our rest, I think.
Greetings, Celeste. I would tell you that the Nightwings are prepared, though this time I am uncertain any amongst us feels thus.
We have a duty to uphold, Tariq.
And then what, Celeste?
And then nothing. Not for the rights, or us. Not till the dawn of a new age. Now, Nightwings, step forward. Please state your names and what it is you seek whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. One by one, your fellow exiles approach her, now with the sureness in their step.
We are called Big Bertrude. We seek to fulfill the plan of Sandalwood, for we are fond of him and his beliefs, and then to go about our business.
Tamatha Thane here. I come seeking my blood sister's Tamatha's forgiveness, since she ended up in here because of me. Maybe something good can come of it as yet.
My name is Volfred Sandalwood. I long as yet to see an age where freedom is one's birthright, and no longer are good people such as these forced to contend for it.
Sir Gilman of the Sea Dominion, at your service. This knight's never-ending quest for honor shan't end here, yet first he has a noble duty to uphold. Finally, you step forth once more. You, a crippled scholar who vowed to keep her friends be free again, to help her friends be free again, and who managed to come this far with this group. The gate guardian observes you for a moment, then motions past the archway toward the summit. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth with glory. Except for you, Tariq, you stay right here.
I thought you said...
The rites are not yet ended, Tariq. He looks to her, then over to the rest of you.
Pardon me, everyone. I shall be there when the stars align.
The gate guardian and the lone minstrel remain together as the rest of you depart. You have gained the summit of Mount Elodiel for the 7th time, the final time in which any one of you shall have the chance to leave the downside. The Beyonder Crystal. Sandy.
Yay! Thank you for visiting on such short notice, reader. I understand you have important matters to attend to. So, let me be blunt. Please, listen for a moment, then. I know this whole affair is coming to an end. All of it. I sense the binds that formed the rites becoming weak. Which means soon you will not need me anymore. Not that you have needed me at any point, but still, my services will not be of any further use. I would love to tell you that this means I shall be free from my eternal prison. For some of my beyonders, it shall be a release. My accomplices are bound by weaker words than those which have bound me. They shall fade away, I think, and finally rest. I, however, shall remain.
She hesitates for a moment.
Thus, I have a proposition for you. I do not know where you shall go from here, but I ask you to take me there, wherever it shall be. By that I mean, take this stone prison of mine and keep it. Do not just leave it as all your predecessors have, each time their stay among the Nightwings reached an end. Soon the Beyonder Crystal shall serve no use at all, except to keep me trapped. I am content to remain thus, for I have little choice. But I would prefer to do so in your company.
Really, Sandy?
For I do enjoy your company, reader. This may not be much of a compliment, but I assure you that I much prefer your company to an eternity of solitude. I have no wish to see you gain in years and to eventually decay whilst I remain unchanging. But I should rather have more years whilst having contact. Even if those years are to be brief, they shall afford me many more in which I might think back upon our times. Nor do I expect you to accommodate my needs, for I'm well aware I have my limits in accommodating yours. That is to say, I wish you to go forth after this night and live your life, however you see fit, for your own sake. May all this rights business enrich your coming days somehow. And in considering that life after this night, if you think there may be a place in it for me, however small, then once again, I simply ask that you take me along. That way, should you ever wish to visit me again sometime, you could. And I would like to have that as an option more than not. My request here is a selfish one, for there's little I can offer in exchange, other than what little my companionship is worth. And perhaps I could lull you to sleep once in a while. Who knows? You could always try to sell the Beyonder Crystal for a reasonable sum somewhere, or something to that end. There must be someone out there with an interest in this thing. So then, you've heard my sad little proposal. What do you say?
Doomed Yuri! I mean,
Well, yeah,
we gotta doomed Yuri.
Yeah, of course. Honey.
You grasp the Beyonder Crystal and set it into the fold of your clothing. My ball!
My ball.
Sandra sensed this. senses this and makes a sound as though surprised.
Thank you, reader.
She's at a loss for a moment, and then...
Let us go, then, from this place. Go and face your last remaining adversaries. May you crush them under heel and achieve the outcome which you seek. I believe you shall prevail.
She disappears into the stone, for now. You took the Beyonder Crystal with you. Yay! I don't think I did that in my first playthrough. I don't remember that being a thing. I'm very glad. We should say hi to Ron one last time.
Well, now we sell her to Ron.
Hey guys. I guess you probably heard the big news, huh? Yeah, I'm going out of business here, I guess. Just hasn't been the same, you know, what was it, started off fading out and stuff. Anyways, just wanted to say you guys are great, and I'm sure I'm gonna miss having you guys as customer and all that. But I got some good news though. All my stuff is on sale now, and I will throw a little extra in there for you, okay? So enjoy, and maybe I'll enjoy seeing you guys around sometime, okay? 5% off.
5% off.
Great. Thanks, Ron. Yeah, I got $34 to my name. Wait, I probably have more than that.
Yeah, we'll probably have like 50.
46.
46. You're going out of Ron.
Well, I imagined we were his only customers.
Yeah.
You know, I'm never gonna use that, so I'll sell that. So that's a good chunk of change. Ron, what am I gonna do with you? Give Pamitha a hope buff.
So can I point something out?
Please.
We are almost at 1 hour.
That's true.
I'm just saying, like, you were like, there's got to be maybe just an hour left.
This is true. We're at the final right. Like, we're at this is the finish line.
That's true.
Okay, pleasure doing with you guys. So, bye. Okay, bye.
Bye, yeah, Ron. I'm gonna miss Ron.
I'm gonna miss Ron. I like Ron, actually. I like him a lot. You've gained the summit of Mount Elodial for the 7th time. Very few stars remain above to light your way as you await the commencement of the final liberation rite. The lone minstrel finds you clutching the Book of Rites, seeking there, perhaps, some bit of wisdom that has eluded you thus far.
Reader, we may not have a chance to speak again. After this, I may have to go.
Oh. There you go.
I wish to say that I am grateful for having made your acquaintance, and I shall remember you with fondness. I wish you well, this night and always. Go forth with glory.
He looks up, and he extends his hand in friendship. You clasp it. You see Volfred has joined you. All of your companions are here with him, in fact.
It is strange for me to say, given the circumstances of our meeting, reader, but it has truly been a pleasure. Onward, now. Let us achieve our plan.
What's it at? What's it at, Volfred? Still 82. All right. Well, reader darling, what do you say we give those old scribes a real show to remember, then, shall we?
Reading one. Thou art both wiser and less irritating than most others of thy kin. We have learned... Oof, that was a weird one. We have learned something from thee, and we are grateful.
Master Reader, it has been this night's greatest honor to have served with you. Let this be our most glorious stand yet. You look upon your fellow exiles, your companions with whom you have withstood the downside, and with whom you shall now conduct this final rite.
Begging your pardon, but my time has come. We shall see each other soon. Junie, please, Junie, I let you keep that box. Please stop.
Is she causing problems?
She is.
Junie. He departs. After this night, the outcome of Volfred's plan, the plan of which you have all been a part, shall be decided, one way or another. For now, all you can do is strive to prevail against your final adversaries so that one last companion may go free. You rise to join your fellow exiles as the last remaining stars ignite. The final liberation rite of this age shall now commence. Let us bring about harmony.
Junie, Jay says she loves you. Woof.
God.
Look, for one last time, upon the fall of Solium, dear reader. Hear me for one last time. For soon, the few remaining stars shall fade away, leaving you stranded there for your remaining days in that forsaken land where you deserve to be. The rabble that you roused
He hates
here in
us
the
so
Commonwealth
much.
shall be put down. The exiles whom you liberated all shall fall in line. But first, let us get on with this last liberation rite. You face none other than yourselves. Each so unlike the glorious night wings of yore. 'Tis a shame that one of you shall soon be free, for you deserve each other.
Okay, so, like, the question is, can...
Mm-hmm.
No, you can read. I can ask when we're doing other stuff.
Oh, okay. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. But before the lone minstrel can concur, as per the custom... Not another word. The demon Oralek slowly raises his clawed fingers to his mask. The false Nightwings have arrived at last. Long have I awaited this. My freedom once was stolen from me. Then I was cheated of it, here upon this mountaintop. You may now attempt to take it from me, once more. He stands there for a moment, silent. Then Oralek dons his mask and stands prepared. May these damned rites cease, forever, for the misery which they caused. Nightwings, we shall not meet again after tonight, for the cycle of the rites is all but ended. Thus, I would have your decision. On whose behalf shall you conduct this final liberation rite? The one whom you anoint, or else the exile Oralek shall be returned.
Godspeed, reader. You know what is at stake better than I. I have utmost faith in you to make the best decision and conduct this rite with glory.
Nightwings, the star's remaining light grows dim. Your decision, please.
No, hiccups!
No. It is time now to choose who, if anyone among you, shall go free this one last time. The rest of you shall remain in the downside to the end of your days. One by one, you meet the gazes of each of your fellow exiles. Volfred, Sir Gilman, Bertrude, Pamitha. Your fellow exiles, your companions, your friends. Together you have come this far, but now the downside and the rights conspire to tear your group apart and disrupt your plan. Are you prepared to choose this one last time? Oh, well, what happens if I hit no? I won't, but what? Seems both cruel and unfair to have to make such a decision. Is there no other way? The fate of your friends in the Commonwealth may hinge on the decision you're about to make. I mean, with but a glance, you reassure your fellow exiles that you know what to do.
One final opportunity for salvation.
Alright.
Okay.
So, yeah, you were gonna ask something.
Shouldn't Oralek get to go up because he did his rite and was anointed and stuff? Like, shouldn't he get to just go up?
I think it's because, like, someone someone did jump into the shimmer pool instead of him that night.
Okay, yeah, I
Like, they didn't
guess, but
they didn't get to return. They were disintegrated immediately, but
exactly, yeah. I mean, fair. Like, okay, so my other question is, if we throw the match to let Orlek go up, that's bad, right?
it's a viable option. I don't. It's not.
Like,
It's not what Wolfred wants, but it is a viable story option. It can happen.
okay, so like if we let him go up, like the story will be like, hey, Orlek got a happy ending or whatever, right?
I don't know if it. I genuinely don't know what kind of ending it is, but I know we can let Orlek go up.
Okay, well,
If you're thinking that, I can make that happen.
well, no, like we can get the normal plain good ending, but I wanted to ask while you're picking your equipment and everything, can I go feed the cats? They
Oh,
are
yes.
clawing at my legs.
Yes. Actually, yeah, I can.
Okay.
My Shadow Realm button works again this week. For some reason, it didn't last time, so I'll send everybody to Shadow Realm for 2 minutes while you're feeding the cats.
Okay.
So,
yeah, perfect.
BRB.
Okay. You heathens. You absolute buffoons.
You absolute monsters.
They're all like just sprawled laying around my feet like they're dying. Like they're wasting away.
They've never been fed before in their lives.
Yeah, clearly. Come on, y'all. Come on. Yes. Come on. Come on. You literally have to let me take a step forward. You have to let me. You have to let me move. Okay, thank you.
They're committing insurance fraud over there.
They're trying.
And this music is so good. Like it's the same, more or less the same song every single time, every single liberation rite. But it's just so chef's kiss. Mwah. You did it again, Darren. I feel like I should be able to give her a better talisman, though.
Oof. Okay. I'm sorry about that. I had to go get a white boy Tyler.
Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler, be good to you.
I don't know, like, if it's legit, if it's just, like, all of the storm, like, front pushing through, but, like, my knee aches so bad.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You can feel it in your bones. Well, your tendons, I guess. Your ligaments.
I guess. Okay.
Okay. I took the BRB down. I assume the ad is over. It was only 2 minutes.
Our ads used to be 3 minutes.
Yeah, I shortened them.
You're so good to our followers.
Okay. I'm gonna anoint Pamatha. I tell you that you've made a terrible mistake there, reader darling, but I think you haven't made as many as I have, so we'll try not to mess us up for either one of us. Your choice is cast. As for your other companions, you sense a clarity of thought and purpose in each of them. They stand ready to support Pamatha as well as you.
Who shall lend her support?
Bertrude.
Thy will is ours, breathing one. Let the remaining stars shed their last light upon our ceremony here.
And I mean, I'm sorry. There's no way I was gonna go with Wolfred, actually. Master Reader, this night is overflowing with resolve to see the goodly Pamatha returned in rightful dignity and glory.
Oh, but now Wolfred won't be able to, like, have a moment with Orlac.
Oh, I can save scum. I can go back.
Nah,
and
it's fine.
Okay. Those are to be my adversaries then. And who is it, I wonder, who asserts her will over that group? You sense Orlac is searching for you, almost reaching out to you. You, the shadow of the false Nightwings. They are nothing to me. But you who would relinquish your own liberty for sake of them, strange. It is fitting, then, that I should have to face one such as you. Then Orlac stands at the ready, signaling for his two allies to do the same. By the light of dawn, the cycle of the rites shall cease. Let us see if we can finish this ordeal before that time. The sky above begins to shudder. The final liberation rite is about to commence. Tariq!
I am prepared, Celeste.
Then let our song this evening shake the stars themselves.
Aye, Celeste. Let us make sure of it.
Begin
Ah.
the final chance at liberation for the age.
Come on, Gilman. Thank you. Whoa. I forgot how to cast as Pam. It's fine. I got Bertrude still. Okay. All right. That's 2. The sky rains ash. Soon shall your pyre's own mingle with them. Just then, the skies above begin to rain down fire, the final throes of the cycle of the rites and the ending of the age. Dude. Hey! Whoa!
God.
Throwing a tantrum.
Come on, Bertrude.
Thank you, Bertrude. Nope. Yes. Okay.
We are wrecking.
So the false Nightwings bear their fangs at last. But that cannot be your finest effort. You think you deserve your freedom more than I? Then fight for it, damn you!
We're kicking your ass, dude. We
Yeah,
are
man.
fighting for it.
Whoopsie! Did you throw the ball at me on purpose? Was that bait? Were you baiting me? Didn't work.
Chops, you just finished eating, please.
Fuck. Gilman. Okay, nice steal. Get in there. No. Ah! It's fine.
That was pretty fucking insane, actually.
Yeah. Shit. Bertrude. Gertrude! Thank you.
Audacious
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
by the
You almost drifted right past it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Orlek stands, breathing heavily. He looks back on the thin lick of flame that is his smoldering pyre before turning his attention back to your triumvirate.
how he has changed, that Orlick. Grown old and bitter, lo, these many years.
Shut up.
At last,
Get wrecked.
the Nightwings proved their worth. Their adversaries they defeated utterly. Thus ends the liberation rite. And thus, the scribes have chosen.
Not bad there, Reader Darlin. Just another night in the downside, no? You look upon Pamather for what you expect shall be the last time you see each other. Any moment now, the Shimmer Pool shall engulf her. Any moment now, she shall return to glory and join with Volfred's agents in the Commonwealth to help achieve the plan. Any moment now, the cycle of the rites shall end until at least the dawn of a new age. Any moment now.
And thus, the scribes have chosen. And thus, the scribes have chosen. And thus, the scribes have chosen. No. Nightwings. Reader. What have you done?
No, I don't know. Can you explain what's going on up there?
Damn,
Tuning.
did we already miss our chance? Each prior time upon the fall of Solium, the Shimmer Pool has opened following the Liberation Rite and taken whichever exile prevailed. But now, all is still, and the light of the stars above has all but died. You sense a growing fear that it is already too late, that the Shimmer Pool shall not reveal itself again. Orlek approaches, his head bowed. 8 scribes saved their greatest treachery for last. Then something else catches his notice. Wait. A sudden rush of starlight cascades through the stillness of the summit. The Shimmer Pool has appeared again. Different, somehow, but open. Pamatha looks upon it, but it does not engulf her, or at least not yet. It seems I was mistaken then. The 8 scribes. This is not their greatest treachery. It is their greatest jest. The Shimmer Pool is flung wide open. Seems that all are worthy now of freedom. Orlek strides towards the Shimmer Pool, but
Halt, Orlek.
Orlek glances over the lone minstrel, almost in surprise.
The Shimmer Pool has lost most of its strength. You step inside and you shall surely drown. Of that I can assure you.
He laughs to himself at this. Then we have all been cheated.
No, the Shimmer Pool is revealed, and one of you may still return as planned. But as for who returns, someone shall have to choose, ere the last light of the stars is extinguished, and the rites cease to be. This is the final trial of the scribes.
The final trial of the scribes. Then, our confrontation, the liberation rite, it all was meaningless.
No, the victor of the confrontation is to be the one to make the choice among those closest to the scribes, either the anointed or she who anointed them.
Then it's sounding rather like I can't get out of here. She can get out of here. That's it. Oh, maybe you can, Reader Darlin.
Aye, it shall be either of you, the reader or...
It shall be either or.
Pamatha, please make your decision quickly, lest it be forfeit. I do not know for how much longer the light of these stars shall offer you this gift.
quite the dilemma. But I think I know which way I'm leaning here. Reader, darling, do me a favor now and go. Get out of there. Before I go to start having second thoughts. Pamitha wishes to give up her freedom so that you may regain yours.
Very well. Well, but we have Doomed Yuri.
We do have Doomed Yuri. We've got Doomed Yuri in our pocket.
Hi, Junie. Reader, madam, the choice which Pamitha made, or rather, the choice which she gave, it is now yours to make instead.
This choice. It may keep bouncing back and forth like this. Absurd.
It may until such time as one of you is willing to accept the burden and the outcome of the choice. And that is the trial. And I fear there is little time remaining now.
Huh. Reader, if you and your companion are too cordial with each other to accept that freedom, either one of you, then I shall gladly take it. Freedom ought to be more than just some flirtatious trifle to exchange.
We weren't flirting that much.
Yeah, tapping my index fingers together.
Reader, what is your will?
Well, what do you think?
Well, like, we've got Sandy, and we don't know what'll happen to her if we go through. Like, she could get left all alone, and like, we've made that whole promise. So like, letting Pam go is what we planned. I won't say no.
I agree with that. I'm amenable to that. Your intention this night was for her to return to glory, and it shall be done. You are decided. You have chosen Pamitha. She looks at you with some astonishment.
Pamitha, madam, do you accept the reader's choice, or shall you make another?
Sure, why not? Thank you, Rita, darling. I guess I'll owe you one when next we meet, in this life or the next.
Then it is done.
You see a look of genuine surprise flash across Pamitha's face, and then she's gone. You gave a chance at freedom so that Pamitha may yet have hers. May she return in glory.
Godspeed, Pamitha Thane. By the scribes, no stars remain aloft. The cycle of the rites. It is finished. The Commonwealth. What shall become of it? What shall become of us? Nightwings. The opportunity to gain your freedom from the downside. Was it not enough?
I want to, like, print out a picture of him and put it on the wall so I can recreate that meme of, like, I'm getting sick of this guy.
That night, the exiled Pamitha returned to the Commonwealth. She was to be the last. The stars had faded, and the cycle of the rites had run its course. She found the Commonwealth in great upheaval. Spurred by the efforts of 5 liberated exiles, Fulford Sandalwood's revolutionary plan had incited the masses. These exiles and the starless sky portended the return of the scribes. The people surged into the streets, shoulder to shoulder. Led by the 5 exiles, their voices shook the heavens. The leadership of the Commonwealth panicked. No blood was shed that night, and by dawn it was over. The leaders of the Commonwealth had cast themselves back into exile or joined in this new cause. Thus, in its 838th year, the Commonwealth had fallen. The new Saurian Union declared its sovereignty in the next year. Among the changes its elected leaders ushered in, they vowed never to cast their people into exile, and they abolished the old Commonwealth decree forbidding literacy. Today, we still remember all of this. And we remember the exiles of the downside, whose deeds led to the dawning of our age, whether they returned or not. After her liberation, the witch Ulmild fled to her native home in the southern bogs, rejecting all festivities and honors she could have received. She was never seen again during the events that transpired in and around the Commonwealth. Some of those with knowledge of the rites and the legends of the downside suggest she willingly cast herself back into exile to be closer to Islak. You ingrateful... Come on now! Other rumors suggest that her obsession with pyromancy and the dark arts ultimately consumed her. If she lives, for her kind are able to live for many centuries, there is no telling where. Her repeated threats of the return of Islak were thoroughly investigated, and no credence was found to any of her claims. So these are all the guys we liberated. Here's Hedwyn. I miss him. After his liberation, Hedwyn was instrumental in the events leading to the fall of the Commonwealth and was vital in the outcome of the plan. The peaceful outcome of the scribe's return was attributed to several key factors. One of them was the underlying ambition of the plan itself. Another was Hedwyn's visibility among the people in the streets. Identified to be a liberated exile, he was believed to be Golgothian reborn. More importantly, however, was that one of the winged harps of the Highwing remnants accompanied him. She was later identified as Fikani Shang. The harp for whom Hedwyn cared deeply, they were separated when Hedwyn was exiled. Their bond was symbolic of what was at stake that night, and proved vital to the peace that followed. In all his days as a leader of the Saurian Union, Hedwyn oft confided in his friend Jodariel.
Yay!
Jody mentioned! Despite her intense manner, there was no one whom he trusted more in times when circumspection was required. Hedwyn would often think back about the vow he made at the beginning of his quest for freedom. Although he cherished all the friendships he made, he had pledged to Jodariel, Rookie Greentail, and the Reader of the Nightwings that they might all be free again together. Well, I didn't, but it's fine. He had broken that vow, for, in the end, not all of them were able to return. A terrible guilt over this darkened his mood for a time. However, the others whom he still knew lifted his spirits, much like he had often lifted theirs. All of the Nightwings knew the stakes. While the others who stood with the Nightwings were not able to return in contact thus, Hedwyn thought of each of them often, and so, in turn, did they oft think of him. He's literally nice. He's literally such a nice guy.
Come, she's there. Could we have liberated her?
I think so. Maybe if she was in our pocket, maybe if she was in our pocket with us, if we got liberated.
That fucking, I hate that. We should have done that, but that's so selfish.
After the cycle of the right seats turning, records of what happened to the Black Wagon of the Nightwings become inconclusive and contradictory. Some accounts suggest that the exiles of the Nightwings, who remained in the downside, continued to make use of the Black Wagon as their place of shelter in the means of travel. However, there is no record of what happened to the wagon's contents, such as the Book of Rites or the Beyonder Crystal, said to be haunted by the apparition Sandra the Unseeing. One possibility is that, when the lone minstrel took his leave, he took the Beyonder Crystal with him, for he was thus obliged. But we put her in our pocket!
Yeah, we took her.
By this line of reasoning, however, the Black Wagon itself should have been taken also. Others remain skeptical that the Beyonder Crystal ever existed, or rather that the visions that it granted were anything other than the result of an active imagination or a fever dream. The bog dwellers of the southern bogs offer still another explanation, for they are familiar with binding enchantments. If there existed such an object, in which the Sisters of the Arch had expelled for more than 800 years, then the enchantment could have expired long with the light with the stars. What this would have meant for Sandra and the Beyonders is difficult to say for certain, other than it may have meant that they were finally released. Nevertheless, the fates of Sandra and the Beyonder Crystal remain unknown. Yet, those exiles of the Nightwings who claimed to have seen this apparition all spoke of her with degrees of reverence or perhaps a little fear. Oh, whoa.
Can you believe this, reader? Honestly.
Sandra has appeared before you. As well you can see.
They are so far from the mark with all this nonsense. I want to laugh. In fact, here it goes.
She laughs. She is referring to the account of her. You sense she does not care for it.
Well, let them gossip all they like. I merely wish that they would mention you, at least in passing, when next they are at it. Though they shall never know even half of it, shall they?
Sandra seems irritated by the incomplete account of what happened to her. We reassure her, humor her, or remain silent.
I mean, I like reassuring her, because
Yeah.
I like being nice.
I agree. You suggest to Sandra that the account of what occurred to her was really not that bad, and that you liked aspects of it.
You are much too diplomatic. You know that? She would have liked it better if we made a joke, I bet.
I think she gets pissy no matter what we do.
That's fine.
You can tell she is unswayed.
I love a mean woman.
Me too. And yet, her grin remains intact. She appreciates the gesture.
Anyway, let us keep going, lovely reader. We know the truth of it. That is what matters.
She fades into the Beyonder crystal for now, and you tuck it away safe. Okay, we were right. We are with her. Thank God.
Okay. Oh, she vanished.
Yeah, Hedwin vanished too. Yeah, because we read...
Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah, we read him. The imp called Tiza was the first of his kind to achieve liberty through the rites. While he was not the only imp trained in the ways of the scribes, imps are native to the downside and thus care not for traveling abroad. This made them useful to triumvirates. Yet, Tizo had a different calling, and the Nightwings believed that he, too, could play a key part in Volfred Sandalwood's plan. During the night of the scribe's return, he stood out in the populace as something of a miracle. They had only heard of downside imps before, from legends of Haub the Swallow. Afterwards, he became something of an icon, representing both the fall of the Commonwealth and the beginning of a new era. He would visit his friend Ray at every opportunity. She was among the few who could consistently interpret what he meant, and they were always close since they first met. Volfred Sandalwood would sometimes send him little gifts all the way from the downside. Despite the insurmountable distance between them, their friendship proved more than resilient. Tizo often missed his interactions with the reader of the Nightwings. They had quickly built quite a rapport back in the downside. And Tizo would often express wistful gratitude for all his time conducting the rites along the Nightwings who had made such sacrifices for him. Other than that, Tizo was diligent about his role as something of a living artifact and helped interpret for the messenger imps that relayed news to and from the downside. Despite having gained significant celebrity, he never let it go to his head. Although he did take full advantage of his access to the Saurian Union's fishing industry. May I make a request that you read a couple of these? My mouth is very dry.
Yeah.
Who would you like to read for?
Just pick. I don't care. I'll read anything.
We'll do Ray.
The Commonwealth had never provided a sense of home for the one they had called Ray the Wretched, so she was surprised on her return that she was so well treated. She felt uneasy about it, and besides, she knew she would do her best to fulfill the pledge she had made to her friends. Even she could not have expected the impact she would have on the events that followed, which gave rise to our Saurian Union. Despite not fitting the image of any of the 8 scribes, Ray nonetheless stood out alongside the others amid the teeming masses on the night of Scribe's return. She spoke of the scribes with such conviction and sincerity that the crowd was very moved. After the fall of the Commonwealth, there was a renewed interest in the legend of the 8 scribes, and many new interpretations of their histories and teachings. Ray found herself at the center of all of this. Her way of speaking continued to compel a growing audience. She swayed many people from their astralist beliefs. Soon the 8th Word, which had lost favor with the people during the reign of the Commonwealth, sought her out and asked her formally to join. And she did, right away.
8th Word, a theocratic sect believing that the 8 scribes were more than mortal and their words divine.
Among her friends, she always remained close with Tiso, who more than anyone could always make her laugh. She cited her relationship with Jadariel as the single most important in her life. Yay! Jadariel would always provide for her circumspect perspective and the wisdom of experience. Ray was always devoted to her faith, but more so to her friends. Many people in the Saharian Union cited her gentle manner and unwavering conviction helped them brave the changing times with courage and with grace.
Yay. Oh yeah, we didn't... Gilman only doesn't get a halo because he didn't get freed.
The Worm Knight Sir Gilman had elected to go into exile as penance for his failure to uphold his military obligations to the Commonwealth. To him, earning back his freedom was tantamount to erasing the shame of his past. His honor was at stake, more so than anything. Yet, when it became clear to him that he would not go free again through the rites, he readily accepted the outcome, for he knew by then that much more was on the line. He regretted not having had a chance to contribute directly to the events that transpired in the Commonwealth, though he was pleased to hear the outcome. The conclusion of the rites and the fall of Commonwealth made clear to him that his days as a knight had ended. He declared to all within earshot that he would never fight again. Unless, of course, there arose some other extraordinary set of circumstances, again requiring him to fight, but he certainly hoped not. He still trained regularly, though never found as skilled and motivating of a partner as his fleet-footed friend, Rookie Greentail, whom he remembered fondly. From time to time he would seek guidance from one of his former comrades, Big Bertrude, much his elder, and a wellspring of perspective on his life decisions. He was always grateful for the counsel of the reader, and would regale her over and over about the time they squashed the spawn of unfathomed plurns, or plurnes. He wasted no time dwelling on his days under the leadership of Sir Deluge, his former commander. The other Worm Knight stayed well clear of him.
Good.
Gilman never did return to his homeland of the Sea Dominion, and was content to lead a monastic life on a small residence in the hills. It was just high up enough to make him keep striving to conquer his fear of heights.
Oh, Gilman!
Other than that, an intense daily training regimen and the occasional visit from an old companion was more than enough to keep him optimistic and engaged. He knew by then that honor was not something to be won, but a contract with oneself to be renewed each day.
Proud of him.
For him. After Rookie Greentail earned back his freedom, he returned to a lavish welcome ceremony in the Commonwealth, as was the tendency for liberated exiles. It was everything he could have hoped for, and soon he was well off, surrounded by luxury, and choosing between various exciting opportunities. However, he must have given in to his better judgment, as he did end up siding with Volfred Sandalwood's revolutionary forces, as he promised. On the night of the scribe's return, Greentail was there with the others, inspiring the masses. He never looked prouder, the very image of Jomer Many-Mane himself. And when dawn finally came, and it became clear that the Commonwealth that everybody knew would be no more, he realized many new opportunities awaited. He began quite a lucrative career for himself, manufacturing and selling replica merchandise inspired by the downside. His main struggle was to meet demand. An aspect of his conscience cautioned him against making light of such a thing, but the money was too good, and soon his family was well off, as he always said. One of his orders of business was to seek out one of his old companions, Pamitha Thane, to whom he took a liking during their quest for freedom.
Come on. Okay.
They bonded further over love of drink and supported one another through uncertain times that lay in store. Greentail always did his best to keep in touch with all his many friends, and knew that he owed his fortunes to them. He made a special point of staying close with a group of friends he came to know so well during his time with the Nightwings, wherever they were. They shared a special understanding that put even Greentail at a loss for words sometimes.
Okay, I can take a couple now if you want.
Her hair looks so weird. Not Jody, Pam's.
Yeah, she's not wearing her little hat thing. Yeah.
I don't like that. It looks bad.
Did you? You didn't play too deeply into Breath of the Wild, but did you play the Terrytown quest with, what was his name, Bolson, or whatever the hell his name is? He had this.
Played all of Breath of the Wild. I beat Breath of the Wild,
but it was a side quest. It was like the Terrytown quest.
I know.
There was this guy with like a tremendous bowl cut, and he shows up in Tears of the Kingdom where like everyone's got bowl cuts also, and I think that's what makes me think of when I see this.
Oh my god.
Anyway, we'll do Jodariel first. After her liberation, Jodariel soon became an icon of the movement that led to the collapse of the Commonwealth and the rise of the Saurian Union. Her horns and stern countenance inspired the people to believe that she was Solium Mur reborn. She became a great, if reluctant, leader. In the uncertain times that followed, Jodariel's seasoned expertise often came into play both in matters of security and of state. For instance, she conscripted and trained a team of volunteers in public safety. The community did not know what to make of such a cordial bunch at first, but soon came to value their service. They have stood for people ever since, and we celebrate the founding day each year. She remained close with Headwind through all of this experience, and they supported each other through their struggles many, many times. She kept an eye on Ray, who nonetheless demonstrated a surprising knack to get by on her own, though Jodariel was always willing to provide assistance just in case. She continued training on her own, a regimen that grew stricter with each passing year. There were those who sought to train with her, and sometimes she obliged. There remained one other constant in her life. She would always remember her days among the Nightwings, and with fondness, for the most part.
Why couldn't we have gotten with her?
I know. After regaining her freedom, Pamitha Thane found herself in a difficult position. Having once betrayed her people of the Highwing remnants, she knew she would not be welcome in her native home. She did not trust the Commonwealth either. Instead, she found her place among Volfred Sandalwood's agents, who were busy doing their part to fulfill the plan. As it turned out, the plan was a success. Pamitha Thane stood shoulder to shoulder with her other fellow former exiles, and truly, they were a sight to behold. A disturbing rumor later spread that night the Highwing remnants were slated to mount an assault, which, for some reason, never came to pass. Pamitha denied any knowledge or involvement. Afterward, Pamitha played an active part in negotiating terms between the Highwing remnants and the new nation that would become the Saurian Union. Her previous attempt at something of the sort led to her exile. She must have felt some satisfaction to succeed this time around. Sometime later, Pamitha had an unexpected run-in with Rookie Greentail, with whom she had spent a fair amount of time traveling with the Nightwings. Under these new set of circumstances, it turned out the two had more to talk about, and rather more in common. They're besties. I love that.
Yeah.
They would often put to test which one was able to outdrink the other. It is unclear as to which one of them prevailed in that contest in the end. One day, Pamitha received an invitation to return to the Highwing remnants, where she was to be fully pardoned. She held out a hope that she might see her blood sister, Tamitha, there, knowing full well that Tamitha did not regain her freedom. Tamitha did later learn that Pamitha was welcomed back by their people. However, she never responded to her blood sister's attempts to contact her. Pamitha, in turn, did not expect forgiveness from her at any point. Nonetheless, she kept on trying to reach out and said to ruffle up her feathers just a little bit. Later, when asked, Pamitha Thane admitted she felt as though she had no home to call her own. This was during an interview conducted amid an extensive trip abroad, for she had traveled thousands of leagues beyond the bounds of the Saurian Union. Pamitha continued to journey thus, citing that it reminded her of when she was younger and could fly unfettered. Seems like maybe she was a little bit unhappy having been liberated, huh?
Well, Man, my fucking bad, dog.
Honestly, like, we tried.
I can do Bertrude's if you need another break.
Sure, yeah, please.
Several exiles of the Nightwings. I really like her music, by the way.
It's really good.
Several exiles of the Nightwings cared more for the plan of Sandalwood than to return home from the downside. The crone, called Big Birchroot, was a prime example. She had found a suitable environment to live within the dismal region known as Flagging Hands. There she had built up a thriving place of business known to many exiles in the land. With the rites having ended, she returned to her preoccupations, working away almost as though nothing had happened.
She's like, anyway, moving on.
Yeah. When one gets to be more than 400 years of age, perhaps even monumental events such as the culmination of the rites or the collapse of the Commonwealth are seen as trifling matters. Much of her effort was doubtless due to the influence of Sandalwood, someone whom she had admired now for decades. He had made clear that he could not requite her feelings for him, but what could have been a hurtful dismissal led only to a deeper understanding between them. By and large, Bertrude kept focused on her work. Whether casting small enchantments or imbuing talismans, the work brought her a sense of purpose, she would say. In the Commonwealth, such services were strictly forbidden, but in the downside there was a real need for simple luxuries, which the competing slug market could not always provide.
Well, yeah, it went out of business.
Yeah. Thus did Big Bertrude continue to live up to her name, and the tales of her days with the Nightwings made her that much more of a living legend.
Good for her.
Bertrude, I know you want Wolfred, but Bertrude, I'm right here. I also stayed behind Bertrude.
Bertrude, please.
When the cycle of the rites ceased turning, Wolfred Sandalwood turned towards the starless sky and closed his eyes, and prayed. It was all that he could do at that stage of his plan. He aspired to assemble with liberated exiles representing each of the 8 largest ethnic groups composing the population of the Commonwealth. They would stand together as a vision of the 8 scribes returned, inspiring the masses to embrace an older set of values from before the Commonwealth had tightened its grip. With the rites ending sooner than expected, this ideal scenario became impossible. Sandalwood's own freedom, for instance, was now forfeit. Yet, the plan did have contingencies. Fortunately, most of those contingencies did not prove necessary. Word reached him that, on the night of Scribe's return, his fellow liberated Nightwings stood together, and their voices echoed through the streets. These former exiles, who ought to have disappeared into the ranks of the Commonwealth's own leadership, now stood united with its people, who poured from their homes in solidarity. It was imperative to Sandalwood that this stand against the Commonwealth be peaceful in its nature. An overwhelming show of popular support would be more than enough. Ensuring this was his priority, and in the end, the result of self-evident, the plan's goal had been achieved. Sandalwood kept busy after that, much as possible providing counsel from afar to those who would be at the forefront of the birth of the Saurian Union. Of course, being stranded in the downside meant that there was only so much that he could do. Resting assured that the future of the nation was in capable hands, he turned his attention to the remaining exiles of the downside. They might never return to that new nation, but at least they could experience its triumphs and its struggles in some vicarious way. So he took to his old work, writing and printing. As literacy began to spread again throughout the Sarian Union, so too did exiles of the downside take to it. For his part, Sandalwood helped to teach as many as he could. More than that, he provided the material to read, a semi-annual report about the latest events both in the Sarian Union and the downside. This periodical gave many exiles something to look forward to. She welcomed the company of the reader of the Nightwings at every opportunity, and counted her a trusted friend and a keen editor. As Wolfred Sandalwood gained more fame throughout the land for all his sacrifices and his contributions, it's said that he remained steadfast about two things. The first was that the cause itself ought to remain in focus. The freedom that the people had achieved, it was a gift to be cherished, a set of values that needed to be nurtured. The second point he made was that he himself had little to do with the outcome. He would often praise the exiles of the Nightwings who had stood with him, each in turn, by name. He never forgot any of them. One day, to commemorate his birthday, the people of the Sarian Union unveiled a monument depicting him and the Nightwings as imagined in their prime. While Sandalwood did not learn of it until much later, it is said he was moved to tears then by the gesture. It has since ensured that those of us with memories more fallible than that of Sandalwood likewise remember the achievements of his fellow formal exiles and our cause.
God, okay. There's 4 of them left that I would like to read. Like, we can still read all of these guys, but I don't. That's a lot of reading.
I will say, I literally do not care about Deluge, and I do not care about Manly. We don't have to read them.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. Like, at least Orlek, Celeste, and Tariq. Maybe Ron, if we have time.
Well, yeah, like, we can do Ron's, and I wouldn't mind the horn guy.
Yeah.
I liked him. No, I know who Orlek is. No,
this guy. Ignarius.
Yeah.
Ignarius. Okay. I was like, this guy? The horny one?
Well, you know.
Oh, I can't. Oh, here we go. Okay, it wouldn't let me click on him for some reason. Here, I can take this one.
Sure.
After the shimmer pool closed for what would be the last time, Orlek looked around him in the flickering light of the Nightwing's still burning pyre. He then turned to the fall of Solium and looked up towards the black, starless sky. He cursed the 8 scribes, then, one after the other. After that, he strode forward towards the waters coursing from the side of Mount Elodiel, and, without hesitating, he cast himself down.
Damn,
Orlek's body was never recovered. The drop from Mount Elodiel does not appear survivable, though Orlek did survive it once. That time, however, he was filled with fury. Such was the betrayal he had suffered when his fellow exile claimed his rightful freedom. This time, Orlek was filled with nothingness, and chose to leave the downside in one way he still knew he could. The other Nightwings, who were to witness this, never forgot what they saw.
Man, we should have fucking picked him, but he would have ruined the plan.
Yeah. Jesus.
Whatever.
Oh good, they're both at the same time. After the cycles of the rites ceased turning, the lone minstrel bade the remaining Nightwings take the Black Wagon and seek their fortunes elsewhere in the downside. Their parting was heartfelt, but brief. He remained there, at the summit of Mount Elodiel, with Celeste, where 2 of them would chronicle the final outcome of the cycle. Neither Tariq nor Celeste were ever seen again. We know all this now through song attributed to them. Some claim these songs originated in the taverns of the Sarian Union, and merely were imbued with the weight of folklore. However, exiles liberated from the downside corroborated each other's claims at having met this duo that presided over the liberation rites. Another folktale suggests these minstrels were heralds of the scribes. Having fulfilled their obligations, they departed the world we know and rejoined their patrons. One of their famous songs describes another, simpler outcome, that the 2 gave up their duties and the rites in favor of a life that they could share together. In any case, they are likely to remain the subject of such verses and such songs. For it was they who watched over the rites and ushered in our times.
Well, good for them.
Good for them. With the rites drawn to a close, the slug market's revenues fell precipitously, and Falcon Ron was forced to liquidate his assets and close up shop. Yet, as is sometimes the case with those of an entrepreneurial leaning, this time of hardship led to an epiphany, or, at least, a sudden change of fortune. One day, Falcon Ron had a run-in with a messenger imp bearing news from the other side. Ron gave to it one of his remaining trinkets, which could not be sold. The following week, the messenger imp returned to him bearing a tidy sum of wealth and the newly minted coinage from the Saurian Union. Falcon Ron cut a long-term deal with the messenger imp then and there. Though his trade remained a gray area from a legal standpoint in the Saurian Union, the newfound fame of the downside caused Falcon Ron's goods to explode in popularity. He later signed an elaborate agreement with Big Birchoods and found a distribution partner on the other side through Rookie Greentail, whose own business had expanded. Especially in the Saurian Union, Falcon Ron's goods are still known for their superior quality, though he assumes no liability for any side effects. He invented subscription boxes, is what happened here.
Interesting.
Okay, so we can read Ignarius, and then I think I have to click through all of them in order to leave this screen. But we can at least see what. Once it became clear to Ignarius... Oh, yeah, go ahead. You can read it, because you liked him.
If you don't like him, we don't have to do it.
No, I respect him. I think he's very nice, actually.
I really like that he had the hots for Jodariel because she could kick his ass. And I'm like, buddy, me fucking too.
Respect.
Anyway, I do respect him. Once it became clear to Ignarius that the rites were drawing to a close, he knew that it was time for him and the Tempers to call it quits. But first he and the Tempers decided to celebrate, and that they did for many, many nights. The revelry did eventually subside. The exiles parted amicably and went their separate ways. He roamed the downside then, searching for some meaning in his life, sometimes taking odd jobs requiring his brute strength. He never remained alone for very long, and took on many lovers in his time. Good for him.
Yeah.
It's the Pompadour.
Yeah.
However, he sometimes thought about the one he had called Curly Horns, and what became of her. Damn, had it bad. Though his glory days as the most powerful conductor of rites had long since passed, he always enjoyed the fearsome reputation he had cultivated at the time.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Alright, I'm just gonna click through the rest of these. Sorry.
No, I hate him, so that's fine.
Barker, I do like Barker a lot.
I do really like
the
him.
Game. Oh,
I hate
Jay
looking
requests
at him.
the here, I'll see a pattern. Jay requests Dalbert and his son. We can read them. Yeah, we can read them.
Yeah.
Let me cut through the cop guy first. As the cycle of the rites drew to a close, it grew evident that a chance at freedom from the downside had forever slipped from Delbert and Almer Oldheart's grasp. Thus, they and the exiles of the Fate returned to Jomir Valley. There, they struggled to get by, as exiles of the downside tend to do. Sometime after the rites had ended, the Oldhearts had last heard the news that the Commonwealth had fallen. This was well after the fact, of course, but it brought old Delbert great joy. Despite his forthright manner, he had no love for that nation that cast him down along with his son. Delbert Oldheart passed peacefully in his sleep before the next new moon. In his final days, he implored his son to undertake a pilgrimage to the scribes. Almer never shared his father's view of the scribes, but respected Delbert's wishes, and so, after a period of mourning, Almer began a new journey. Not a day went by that Almer Oldheart did not think about his father, and gave thanks to him, and speak to him at morning and at night. Would that the stars yet shone, for surely Delbert would be there among them, smiling down at his son, and watching over him and his kin. There's one more account which warrants mention. The Nightwings conducted the rites under the guidance of a reader. Little is known of her. However, some accounts of her begin to paint a picture. We know she was of common birth, weak-framed, though raised with a penchant for learning. The journey to the downside left her close to death. It was then that the Nightwings found her. They brought her from the brink. She showed them the path. She pressed onward with the others. She had made a vow to help her friends be free. Thus did the cycle of the rites commence its final turns. When the final rite arrived, the reader's freedom was at stake. At the end, however, she remained in exile. From that point on, the accounts of her diverge. It is said that the voice, which troubled her, she never heard again. Some say she opted for a place to settle in the downside, though whether that is true, only she knows. Someday, perhaps, that reader's own star shall emerge. Then it shall pierce the dark of night in all its brilliant glory. Until such a time, and ever after, all of us give thanks. Oh, and that's the credit song there.
There it is.
I told this story to Nick and Sid, but in my original playthrough, when I was at a liberation rite against Dalbert and Elmer, and I threw the match so that Dalbert, who was anointed, could go free. And when it was his turn to go up the Shimmer Pool, he anointed his son instead and put his son in the Shimmer Pool. And I think about that every fucking day of my life. I fucking love this game.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I do regret that we didn't let Orlek go, but I was kind of hoping that since we had Wolfred staying behind, that, like, maybe perhaps he and Wolfred would, like, get back together.
Yeah.
Since they were both in the downside. But, I mean, man, Orlek is his own fucking kind of person.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
for sure. Look at Ray in the background. I love her. She's the cutest ever.
God, I love her.
Ray,
Tizo helping Joe Darlow cheat at cards.
Yes.
Yay. Credits drop. God, what a fucking underrated game. Like seriously, the fact that this came right before Hades, and then like Hades like trampled it to fucking crumbs. Like nobody remembers this game. And like this is how small the team was when that made it. Like Supergiant was 12 people. 12 people made this game. Sorry, you were about to say something?
Oh, what was I gonna say? Wow, they actually know how to draw a dog. That looks like a dog. Normally, Ruki doesn't. So that's really nice. What was I saying? I would die for her.
They're fishing together.
Look at her. I kind of do regret that we didn't give it to Orlek. Because, like, Pam seemed really upset at me for picking her.
Like, how could we have known?
Yeah, well, you know what? You're welcome. Your life is better. You're welcome. So do you think this is, like, the statue?
Oh, I wonder. See, does her bowl cut look as stupid in this artwork? It looks like a Lego minifig piece. It does look better though, yeah.
Who is that? Is that Headwind?
I think that's Headwind. I think so.
Buddy. Damn.
God, Logan Cunningham was a lot of voices in this.
It was Dalbert.
He was Old Mild? Really? That's even better. Or no, Darren Korb was, excuse me. Logan Cunningham was Bertrude, which is also very good.
Oh, Bertrude.
Oh, Greg Kasavin was Sir Deluge. He also played, well, one, he's like the lead writer, but also he played Hypnos in Hades.
Who the fuck are these people?
I think that's Wolfred and
Is that
Bertrude.
supposed to be Bertrude? Is that like when they were younger or something?
I guess.
No, because in the background there's Jodariel and Pam.
Yeah, what was her tiny little waist? What was that? I'm disturbed.
Yeah, why did he? He looked so weird. He looked like he was 10 years old.
He was but a sapling.
He was so itty bitty. At some point, like off stream, we're gonna have to like save scum and see what happens if you let go.
Yeah, yeah. Sanded off the sandalwood. Sanded wood.
Sandy.
The gang's all here.
Jody's so goddamn tall. Fuck.
Okay.
She's like 8 foot tall because like Hedwyn is average person. Let's say he's 6 foot. She's got to be 8 foot there.
Yeah. Well, and look how tall Wolfred is. Also, he's like fucking Slender Man.
Yeah. Well, I knew he was that big. He seemed that tall, but I also really do love that Bertrude is just hunched over. She's hunched.
She's just kind of a pile.
Lady. Yeah, good for her.
Post-credit stinger?
Oh. I have a difficult question for you.
What's that?
Who's a hotter giant woman, Jodariel or Nico?
Who? I still gotta go with Jodariel. It's the horns. I'm sorry. If Nico had horns, it would be a tougher choice.
I mean, she can have horns. She just has to eat somebody with horns.
So if Nico ate Jodariel,
well, that would be a different situation, I think, altogether.
The end.
Look, there's books everywhere.
There's books.
Can you tell me when did this game drop? Like what year?
I want to say 2017.
Okay. True Nightwing's campaign mode unlocked. What does that do?
I think
you get to play Zorlek?
I think it's like maybe permadeath mode. I'm not entirely sure.
Whoa. Fucked up.
Hold on. Let me see. Base difficulty is same as heightened. All Titan stars unlocked and some must be used. Enlightenment requires a rank up rescaled. Cannot load checkpoints or restart rights. Book of Rights and White Loot fully unlocked. Slug Market inventory fully unlocked. It's New Game Plus. Okay.
I see.
Yeah, this game came out. It was the summer after I graduated college, and I was still living at my parents' house. In my bedroom at my parents' house, which is like, it's not like an attic room, but it is like in the roof. It's like sloped ceilings and walls and like no insulation. And it was summer. It was very, very hot in there. But that's where my computer also lived. And so my computer and my very, very hot bedroom and this game, and I was so like glued into this game that I sat up there in like 90-degree heat playing through this, because it was that's how like that's how sucked in I was when this game dropped. It is like one of the only games I've ever pre-ordered. That's not true. I've pre-ordered a few like physical releases, but like Steam releases that I pre-ordered. So it was yeah, I was in the pyre. I was burning alive. I was cooking. But yeah, it was a very, very formative game for me. personally.
I'm very glad.
So you got to, we've played PYRE, we finished a game. We finished other games before, but we finished another one.
We did.
Yay. How do you feel? Besides maybe the buyer's remorse of freeing Pam instead of Orlek, how are you feeling?
I really, really enjoyed it. Now, I asked the year that it dropped specifically because there was that one line where it was like, Wolfred wanted to make sure that all of the whole revolution was so peaceful and it was done the right way. And I sat there and I was like, interesting thing for you to say, but it was also and it's an older game, so I'm like, this probably isn't a very pointed issue. It was probably just Supergiant being like, we want to make sure that our good guys don't kill a lot of people. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that's fair. The revolution and all that.
I mean,
but I
would say that it is very, like, intentional commentary on the political climate at the time that it came out. Like, that surely was intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they weren't writing games to appeal to mass appeal at that point in their release career.
True.
So, yeah, this game is 9 years old now.
It's very lovely. It's very pretty.
It's very good. It's very wonderful. I'm glad I got to share it with you.
It did take the entire stream.
We finished it. We did finish it. I'm raising my index finger. We did finish it in time.
We did finish it. We did. I'm just saying, like, we did not only have an hour left.
I will be honest, I did forget about the little the thing at the very end where it's like the where are they now part. I did completely forget that part existed. Which that did take up literally half an hour.
Dang. I mean, like, I really, really enjoyed it. I thought that it was very beautifully done. And it should get more love. I'm really glad that we streamed it.
I'm very glad. I'm very glad. But it is 10 o'clock. Miracle of miracles.
We
came at exactly the right amount of time. So perhaps we should sign off for the evening, but this was lovely. This was lovely as always. Thank you everybody for coming, witnessing.
Thank you, buddy.
For joining us on this journey.
Please ignore the very sad yelling of my son.
I can't hear him. No, I want to hear the sad yelling of your son. Well,
No,
you must
no.
away to attend to him, I think it sounds like.
I mean, I don't want to, but I suppose I could.
Yeah, well. All right. Okay. Thank you everybody. Good night. Goodbye.
Good night, goodbye.